Week 20. This is days 136 through 142. 2 Samuel 16 through 23. Roughly 21 Psalms. First thing I'm going to do is touch base on some of the Psalms here. We tend to see a focus change here. What happens during David's time can be reflected in his poems. He was winning, so he had praise. We see a few of those, but we see a whole influx of Psalms that are asking for assistance, to be heard, pleading to God. In Psalm 55, verse 22, he says, "Cast your cares on the Lord and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken." So he's not losing his faith. He's just asking God, hear me. Take on some of my things I care about, some of the things that are hurting me. In Psalm 62, verse 2, "Truly he is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will never be shaken." After this, we have also a couple more Psalms that are, namely 57. It's very reminiscent of things that have happened to David. This is a psalm about when he was running from Saul. In 2 Samuel 16 to 23, this is an ongoing saga of David and all of the exploits and the dysfunction of his family. Carl's going to be talking about Tamar and Amnon today, which is chapter 13. That was something we read last week, but we're moving ahead here. This time, we're going to see Absalom. He's going to be making political moves in the government, trying to take over. We see shifts of alliances, kind of what we see in our government today. This is 3,500 years ago. Think of it. Things are different, but they're still the same. Absalom ends up dying in a very unique way in chapter 17. Read it and take a look at it. It's pretty cool. After he's dead, David mourns, even though Absalom was the one trying to take him out and take over the kingdom. Joab kind of steps up here and tells David to basically behave properly because his men and those following him depend on it. Then there's talks of rebellion by someone named Sheba. We end with another war with the Philistines, and this time many of the relatives of Goliath were killed. One with 6 fingers, 6 toes. It's makes counting a little bit more interesting, doesn't it? That's basically what I have for this week. So until next week, I'll catch you later.